if you don't damage yourself, you're not going to break down. People don't understand that as they're chugging beer saying, how do you stay together, man? I'm like, I don't do that.
Hey there, everyone. Rick Ucchino here again for Sportskeeda Wrestling, and my guest at this time needs no introduction whatsoever. He is your reigning almighty WWE champion, and this Sunday puts the title on the line against Drew McIntyre at Hell in a Cell inside the very structure the pay-per-view is named for. He is Bobby Lashley. How are we doing, good sir?
Fantastic.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm really excited to get to talk to you today. You have been straight up crushing it the last year plus. It has been an absolute pleasure to watch you work, and I am looking forward especially to this Sunday. As I said, you're defending the WWE title against Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. Your first time in the cell. Is this a match that's always kind of been on your bucket list?
No, it has not been on my bucket list. And I hope that, I mean, I think it's a good match for Drew and I. I think it's a good match for us because we're at the stage between he and I of who's the toughest right now. Because in everything that's been going on with his career, everything that's been going on with my career, like you said, I've been crushing this year. I've been on a roll this year. The Hurt Business, everything that we've been doing, I mean, it's felt good. And I've been in the best shape. I've been just everything. My confidence, everything's been on point, but so has his. And I think both of us have been really fighting for this thing. It's more than just a fight of who's going to win in Hell in a Cell. It's we both need this. So I think that's why it's so important right now. And I think the Hell in a Cell is perfect for this because it's like, who is willing to do whatever for that title? And that's where those big moments happen in Hell in a Cell. And that's how we're going to have that big moment because we're going to see who is willing to do whatever.
Yeah, when you think about Hell in a Cell, you talk about Triple H and Cactus Jack, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. More recently, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso put on a banger last year. There has been classic matches. Does that weigh on your mind at all as you head into Sunday, trying to make this one stand out?
No, I mean you always have to make your match because all those matches have different story. All those matches have different reasons. All those different matches have different energy going into it. So you just make your match the best that you can have. And I think with Drew and I, just going from our WrestleMania match, it's going to be rough. It's going to be seriously, and just putting us in this Hell in a Cell. I can only imagine how my body's going to feel Monday, because I know that I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep that title. And I know he's willing to do whatever it takes to take it away from me. So it's going to be crazy. And I think, as far as like where it gets ranked, I think it's going to be up there with one of the best. I had that confidence in this one.
Oh, I love the confidence heading in this one. And you know what? I think there's a reason to be confident because you and Drew, you guys never seem to disappoint when you guys are in the ring together. It doesn't matter how many times. What is it about him? What is it about the two of you working together that it just works so well?
I don't know, man. There was one time when we were running some tags a couple years ago. It was Drew, and Corbin. And
right.
I love that group, man, because we had good energy. I love tagging with those guys. I love tagging with Drew. And then me and Drew always had something. It was always like whenever we were tagging together, even when I hit his hand, it was like that intensity. He brings out a special intensity in me because I look in his eyes and I'm like, man, he really wants to fight. He wants to fight. And that gets me fired up. And then sometimes when it gets me fired up, I look at some people and I can feel them back down. And I never see him back down. When I get more fired up, when I look like I want to kill, when I feel it, I see him come up with me. And that's why whether we're tagging with each other or going against us, it's the same energy. And it's fun. I like it. I'm a fighter, man. I've been doing it all my life. So it's something that I enjoy.
You guys obviously have a long history with one another, matches, all over promotions, everywhere you guys have been. Is there one in particular that stands out for you as a favorite when you stepped into the ring with Drew McIntyre?
The Hell in a Cell.
So you're already pegging this Sunday as going to be the one, man.
Man, there's been so many, and I don't want to say one over the other because the good thing about it and the fun thing about it is the matches that we've had. I don't want to say impromptu matches, but it was like we didn't get to do live events and fight each other, and really it was just energy. It's just been energy. And every time we've gone at it, I felt good. I felt like after the match was over, I still wanted to continue fighting someone. It was that kind of energy. It was that real fight feel that, you can put on the card every single time, and you're going to draw in people because they want to see that. They want to see that me standing in front of Drew, locked up, ready to go. They want to see me and the Brocks, me and the big names, me and the Roman, all these different guys. That's something that people want to see on these cards. And we're going to give it to them this weekend.
You guys have been battling over the WWE Championship since you won that bad boy, and as I'm sure you may or may not be aware of, fans are a bit fickle these days. Do you find it a bit harder now to keep the audience, intrigued and invested when a feud, runs as long as your arc with Drew has gone now?
I think we do have a little bit of a shorter attention span nowadays because people want to see, oh, he's mad at him. They need to fight over it. And I think that's how things go. The hard thing is you gotta accept realism also, and that's a hard thing to do because people just want to be. They want quick fixes all the time. When you look at the hierarchy of the business and on Raw, yes, there are other guys that are capable of going for that title, but you got to get past Drew. You can't get past Drew to step up there. So we're stuck in a place where it's like, yes, Bobby's the champ, the best, and Drew is right there. So if Drew is not going against Bobby, then who is? Someone else. How did they get past Drew? They got to get past Drew. So I think that's a big kicker because a lot of guys have tried to. AJ was there, Kofi was there, Braun was there at the time. All those guys try to get past Drew to get to me, but they can't. So you can't take that away from him. And he has a lot of people going for him and a lot of people that want him to take it away from me. However, it's not that damn easy. So we're stuck in a place. So I think either somebody has to step up and find a way to take out Drew or manipulate, or maybe I can just put Drew away at Hell in the Cell and let somebody else come through. I don't know.
I was going to say he's done. He's done if he loses. So, somebody else is going to have to step up after him.
I don't want him to just go in a sense like that. If I'm going to put him away, I want to put him away. I don't want him to put him away because of a stipulation. I put him away. I sent him packing. I hurt him to the point where he's saying, there's never, ever a chance that I'm going to beat that man. And he walks away and he gives up. I want to be that person. I don't want it to be just a stipulation.
All right. Really, really looking forward to that match this Sunday. I do have to ask you a question that I believe is on a lot of people's minds. How have you been able to battle back Father Time the way that you have, man? You get younger and in better shape every single year. You win the WWE title at 44. You're arguably the dominant star. Dude, age is just a number. I know, man, but you're the most dominant star in the whole damn company, man. What's the secret, good sir?
Man, you know what? I think my priority is in a good place. And I think there's a lot of different things. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were talking about the business and how the business was. And I was like, you know what? If somebody told me something that would really benefit myself in the business, I would definitely do it. And what are those things? Some of those things are, well, I should get in good shape. I'm on TV in front of a lot of people. And for me, I really take care of myself. I'm not really a drinker. I don't put anything I do things in very, very, very small moderations. And for me, it's just being on a routine. I take care of myself. Before it was that sense of you do 90% of the work and 10% rest. Now mine is kind of like balanced out a little bit where I work hard, but I do it like, I go hard almost every day, but I do it less time, and I do a lot of rehab. I really take care of myself. I eat good, and I take my time to do the massages and dry needling when you get the boo-boos. And other than that, I mean, if you don't damage yourself, you're not going to break down. People don't understand that as they're chugging beer saying, how do you stay together, man? I'm like, I don't do that. And I'm not saying I'm one of those guys that, don't drink, don't do this, don't do that. But you got to do more positive than negative. I don't mind going out and having some drinks with my buddies. We did after Raw, me and MVP, and we sat down and had some drinks. And the next day I went and got a good workout in. Got it out of my system. You have the fun, but you have the work too. If you want to
Sure.
get to a certain place, everybody that's been on top has told you the same thing. It's the work, man. Just put in the work and you feel good. And I think I just have really good genes also.
Yeah,
I got
I
to
would say that.
thank my parents a little bit also. But
You
yeah,
look the same as you did in 2008, my man. I'm I mean, it's insane.
and I feel good. And I told the people that I go with, I'm like, look, man, it's not gonna hurt me at all. If you tell me, hey, Bob, you kind of slowing down a little bit, or that punch ain't coming as crisp, you know what? You might want to back off a little bit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, I'm good. I think I've taken care of myself, and I put myself in positions as far as like a real estate portfolio and different things like that, where I put money away. I live really under my means, so that I'm very comfortable on the outside. So when it's time to shut it down, it's time to shut it down. But it's not time. I have a lot of time left. I mean, I feel good, so I just keep pushing it. I mean, I'm going to post a video of my workout earlier, and I mean, we pushed it. We were doing sprints and all kinds of stuff, and my body feels great. So I'm good to go.